In this video, guys, we are going to be talking about the new releases coming up for a lot of the best well-known TCGs. So we'll be doing Pokemon, obviously. We'll be doing Lorcana. We'll be doing Magic the Gathering. We'll be doing Flesh and Blood. We'll be doing Gundam, things like that. This week's episode is brought to you by the Metal Charizard UPC Metal. Have I said it's metal? Gold Charizard UPC. Okay, so let's get into it. Mega Evolutions is here, and it is coming in dribs and drabs wherever here in England, and it's taken a while. The story is about it coming out in German booster boxes, and there's phantasmal flames inside of the 3-pack blisters, and all these weird things are going on. But I'm still waiting to get product over here and on store shelves. So that's Mega Evolutions. Then we've got Phantasmal Flames coming up in November. You can already see the pre-sales for this on eBay. You know, they were, I think, 120 quid on the Pokemon Center website, and they're like 230, 250, 290. Then moving on, we think we're going to have more Mega Evolution sets. It's not going to jump into Gen 10 yet. We are still Gen 9. Mega Evolutions is probably going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets probably, with a couple of anniversary sets and things thrown in there too. Also, during this time, it's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So that is on the February the 27th. I've got on the top of my head. So there's hopefully going to be a new set out there, like celebrations, and that's going to be cool. So then moving on into 2026 to 2027, there's not a lot of information out, but there's a lot of speculation. So Generation 10 is going to be something like the game, called something like Wind and Waves or something. Some rumors which have come from like 4chan and like Reddit leaks and things like that. That the mainline Pokemon games are going to be released in 2026 are going to be based around Gen 10 Pokemon. So it'll be interesting to see what the starters are. And I've got enough spaces in my Pokedex to put Gen 10 in there. I've got about another 100, just over 200 slots. So I can get all of Gen 10 inside of there. And then probably the biggest news, other than Pokemon cardboard itself, is that Lego are teaming up with Pokemon, or Pokemon are teaming up with Lego, and there's going to be some big sets coming out. You know, like Star Wars have got the Death Star and things like that. So there's going to be some cool big sets coming out, and I think I might pick up one and stick it on the shelf. Although I may need to chop a shelf in half to actually fit it on there. Then there's rumors of a Pokemon movie. There was a lot of talk about Tom, what's his face, Spider-Man dude, being in that, but that was complete rumors, and it turned out to be a complete lie. I've been on Tom, what's his surname? Tom, not Hiddleston. Tom, anyway. Tom. That's a sat nav, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So I've been on his IMDb, and there's no talk of Pokemon on there, and everybody online thinks it's a load of rubbish. So I don't know who's playing it, but I think it is being made. So fingers crossed. So moving on, if you've got any celebrations left over from the 25th anniversary, now's the time to start pulling them out. I've got a few graded ones. I've got my set, which is set back there, and I've started to make a few sets from. I've got 4 sets going on here. Trying to make as much as I can out of my bulk and stuff, and then I can try and sell them on eBay in the next, well, probably around Christmas time, because that's when I think it's gonna start shooting up, ready for February the 27th. So what else has gone on in Pokemon? Oh, that card with the Pikachu's flying up. It's like 70 odd quid now. It came out at 25, so that's going up. Marshadow, is it? Yeah, so that's Pokemon. Spend more time on that, because it's like, I think it's like 70% of the TCG is like, the whole TCG space is like Pokemon. Anyway, for the true gamers, Magic the Gathering. So at the minute, we've just had Spider-Man come out. That came out, I think it was on over in America. It was like £1,000 for a collection booster box, and then it fell off a cliff. I think it's $600 and something dollars now. It's £450 over in England. I don't know why it's dropping. People seem to be enjoying the gameplay, and people seem to be enjoying the actual artwork. But it just keeps so. I don't know if this is just the post release thing, and then it's going to start flying up. But I didn't get any Spider-Man anyway, so that's just for your information. Then moving forward into 2026, January, we've got Lorwyn Eclipsed coming out. I'll just run through these dates. So Lorwyn Eclipsed. Then March, there's an unannounced Universes Beyond. So I don't know what that is. I hope it's something cool like I don't know what would be a cool Universes Beyond. Something like Back to the Future or something. That'd be cool. Then April 26th, it's a busy year. April 26th, we've got Secrets of Strixhaven. If you like that set, not many did. Then in June, we've got a Marvel superhero set. Then August, we've got The Hobbit. And then Reality Fracture is coming out in October. And then what I'm most excited for is Magic the Gathering Star Trek. You might know I'm a bit of a Star Trek nerd. Love Star Trek. These cards already, if these are just basic little things which you've thrown out and said the artwork could look like this, then I think these look pretty banging. And just for a bit of a throwback, I've ordered some of the old 90s Star Trek, like season 5 and season 6, when they brought out those game cards. They had like Data and Picard and stuff in, and they did another one for Star Trek Generations, like a pack of like 12 cards, I think, or 8 cards. So I brought a few of them off eBay just to open, just to make a video later in the future, well, next week. And then hopefully I'm going to start a little savings account aside, because these are the ones which I'm going to want to pick up an enhanced booster box. Not an enhanced boost box, that's Pokemon. I'm going to want to pick up a collector's box of this and a few actual boxes. So that's going to be over $1,000. So I'm going to start saving 50, 100 quid a month, just put aside for Star Trek. But apart from that, I don't know what's really happened with old like Magic the Gathering. It seems to have just completely changed. Like I've been in and out of Magic. The last set I think I opened was like Avacyn Restored or Reborn. It was like all these like cool angels and stuff. And then since then, it's been about 5 years since I've seen anything. And it all seems to have changed into Universes Beyond, Marvel, Hobbit, probably Batman, whatever. Anyway, but they seem to be selling and they seem to be doing okay. So I'll leave them to it. But it would be nice to get some of the old banger sets back. Just not like Karloff's foreclosed manor house, because that was crap. Anyway, moving on to Lorcana. Okay, 26 confirmed releases. We've got Whispers from the Well. That's coming out soon. So we've got Fabled now. Then Whispers from the Well is coming out. There's not much information on that, but it's kind of, the artwork looks okay, but that's just the box. So moving on to Q1 of 2026, this is the first expansion, expected to arrive around February, March, and it's called Winter Spell. This looks really cool. I do like all like snowy type winter stuff, and let it go. Beautiful, man. So yeah, looking forward to that one. I think I'll pick up some of that. I'm not really bothered about Whispers, but Winter. See, there's so many that I can't pick up everything. So I just go for the sets which I think look quite cool. Like with Lorcana, I picked up set 1, I picked up set 6, the Azurite Sea, and then I didn't touch it again until Fabled came out, and I brought booster boxes of Fabled just because they had the new rarities in, and the Big Chase card looked dead cool. So I might get Winter Spell. And then in Q2, did anybody see this coming? They're teaming up with Pixar. I don't know who owns who, but anyway, Toy Story have got their own type of TCG card thing going on, but then they're teaming up with Toy Story and Lorcana in Q2 of 26. So April, May, June time. So that's Lorcana. That's all the information I have on Lorcana. Moving on to One Piece, October the 3rd. So tomorrow is that. The PRBO2 Premium Booster is out. So get your pre-orders in for that if you're excited for that. I'm personally waiting for the next main set OP14, which is going to be called the Azure Seas 7. Bit of a mouthful there. But I think I'm going to pick up probably 1 or 2 booster boxes and just throw them in the cupboard. And then I may pick up a few play sets aside from that and just play the game with my daughter. I'm not really got the time to like open packs and do mechanics of the deck like I used to do in Pokemon. Like you've got 20 energies, and then you can start throwing energies out and put the multi energies in, and I just haven't got time for all that at the minute. So I'm just buying the boxes, throwing them in the cupboard. If they make money, they make money. Okay, moving on. Flesh and Blood. Super Slam is out. The reaction so far seems okay. There was pre-release. There was a bit of crap on the internet saying it was all the cards were too cartoony and nobody was really was going to buy this. But it's been released. It's been opened. People are actually liking the artwork. I think it looks quite good, but I didn't pick up any Super Slam just because I'm not interested in the old wrestler thing. And it's kind of a wrestling type set. I think it's, if you're into WWF and WWE and all that stuff. But I haven't watched that stuff since The Undertaker was out. When was that? Like 99 or something? 2000? So I think I'm just going to wait until another good set comes out from Flesh and Blood. The last set, you might have seen me unboxing all them 7 sets from Arcane Rising and Monarch, and what was the first one called? What was the first set of Flesh and Blood called? Arcane Rising, Everfest, Monarch. Welcome to Wraith, of course. Welcome to Wraith. That's in the cupboard. So yeah, I'm just going to wait and pick up something if it pips my attention, because there's so many cards that you can't. There's so many sets you can't just pick it all up. Okay, moving to one which I'm a bit more interested in. I think is Gundam. Now GDO2 is out October the 24th, so it's this month. Pre-orders are already in. I've had a look at some of the cards which have been dropped, and it looks just as good as the first set. I really like the first set. I still need a few cards inside of there. I was trying to make the set. I have got a sealed booster box on the way just because it's the first set, and I think it's just gonna, in time, if they keep putting the effort in and the artwork and the gameplay is cool and people pick it up, then GD01 is I think it's gonna do quite well. I'm gonna pick up a GD02 just because this is the first time I've been buying booster boxes when I've found number 1, the first set. So I might as well keep running. I was thinking of going back and getting Lorcana 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because I've got 1 and 9. But then I thought I just don't think the growth is in Lorcana. But I think there may be more chance of growth in Gundam. But it's a bit more spectacle. Not spectacle. That's a spectacle. It's a bit more speculative, so I'm not sure. Either way, for 89 quid for a booster box with the potential of it being 400 or 500 quid in 10 years, throw it in the cupboard. Worth a go. Then we're on. And there's also the STO5 and the STO6 coming out. When's that? September 26th. So that's coming out. Is that out already? Oh yeah, 5 and 6 is out already. So if you're collecting the fighting decks, the STO1 to 4. 5 and 6 is out, so go and get them. I have got 2 and 4, but I didn't get 1 and 3, so I'm just going to leave that. Okay, moving on to Star Wars Unlimited. Okay, I don't know where they're going with this. They are releasing 3 sets a year, obviously, because you can't really, with just one franchise, I think it's quite hard to just keep putting set after set out, like 4 or 5 sets a year, like Pokemon. So they've got 3 sets coming out: set 7, set 8, and set 9. One is called A Lawless Time, which is expected in Q1 26. Then in summer of 26, you've got Ashes of the Empire. And then in Q4 of 26 is Homeworlds. Now, I got the first one, the second one, the third one, like Twilight of the Republic, Shadows of the Republic, Twilight of the Rebellion, was it? And then I forgot the bloody names of it now. What was the first one called? Twilight of the Republic, Jump to Lightspeed. That's Lorcana. I don't know. The one with Luke Skywalker and with his lightsaber. Yeah, and anyway, so I don't think I'll be picking up any Star Wars Unlimited just because I played the game with my daughter, and she looked at a few YouTube videos first, and she said, "I'll teach you, Dad." And then we ended up with these bases, and then she had ships in orbit, and I couldn't attack from space, and then it was like ground unit and space unit, and I was like, just haven't got the time. Working 40 hours a week as a nurse, and then I've got all these other TCGs at the same time. I do try, so I can try and explain what I'm on about, like Gundam. We tried Gundam, and you have to like kill the base first and then their shields. I don't understand, why aren't we destroying shields first and then their base? So I have got a basic understanding of these games, but I just haven't got the time. I know I'll play Pokemon flawlessly, and I'm supposed to be learning lorcana soon. So anyway, so it's going to be a busy year. Don't go into debt. Please don't go into debt. Do your saving now. If you need to miss out on Phantasmal Flames because you want, I don't know, Whisper Spell Lorcana, just miss out on it and save some money. Personally, I'm missing out on Phantasmal Flames because I want to get Gundam, and also I'm saving up for the Star Trek Magic the Gathering, which is coming out in next November. It's like a year away, but if you're going to be spending 1,200 quid without impacting on any bills and savings, which you're doing already, you do need to have a good year of just trickling some money from a few sales of extra cards, or I've done an extra shifts. You need that time to build it up. It's like going on a holiday next year where you're like, oh, let's book it now for 60 quid, and then you start paying £100 a month. But then that's kind of debt, where mine's kind of savings. You know, if shit goes south by the time Star Trek comes out, at least I've got a spare £1,000, which I didn't have, which can back me up. But then I've got an emergency account, and we have got savings, and we have got premium bonds and stuff. So make sure you've got all that. Go back and watch my debt video. Get out of debt. Make sure this is fun money. If this stuff, if it makes you money in 10 years' time, great, well done. If it makes you minus 50%, you've got to be okay with that. You've got to have no emotion. You know, this is money you can lose. You've got to think of it as, I've got £50 here, but I'd be happy throwing it in the bin type of thing. You know, just spare money. Do an extra shift if you want all this shit. And just pick up the loose packs from the co-op, and like Morrison's local and your local games shop first. Go there. Go your local game shop first. Mine's in Penzance, and I've got another one in Truro. I'll go there first. Harry's Toy Chest. He did a signing with Warwick Davies from Willow. He was from Willow, wasn't he? And then he was in Star Wars, and then he was in Lord of the Rings, and then he was in Harry Potter. Anyway. Although the funniest thing I saw him in was that thing with Carl Pilkington when they went traveling off around the world. That's much more funny. So it's going to be busier. Take care of your wallet, and be sensible. That's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching Cornwall Card House. It'll mean so much if you can just leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cornwall Card House. Out. Yeah, it's 10, by the way. Woohoo!